The movie starts with a lawyer named Maya Harper and her husband, Cal Hawthorne, in therapy. Maya thinks Cal is cheating on her, but he says he's not. They also talk about how Cal's mom, Azalea, is too nosy in their relationship. But Cal hasn't told his family that he lost his job and Maya's been helping him out. Maya and Cal go to a restaurant for Azalea's birthday, and they're joined by Cal's brother Ray, who's a district attorney, and his wife, Charlize, who's also Maya's close friend. Maya's boss, Maddie, tells her that an artist named Zaire Malloy wants her as his lawyer. Then they join the family, and Azalea introduces Jenna, a friend of Cal's, hinting that she wishes Jenna was her daughter-in-law. At work, Maya meets Zaire, who's waiting to see her. The big news about him is his girlfriend Heidi's disappearance and maybe murder. But Zaire says he's innocent and his life's a mess because of it. He wants Maya to be his lawyer, so she tells him to leave his number with her secretary. After a workout class, Maya and Charlize see women protesting outside an art gallery. They're upset because the director, Renee Carter, won't remove Zaire's artwork. At home, Cal, Ray, and Azalea try to make Maya feel bad for considering representing Zaire. They think it's a problem because Ray's already working on the case. Maya goes to Zaire's apartment, art studio, to talk about the case. Zaire tells her about his relationship with Heidi and how things went bad. Maya shows him a photo from the crime scene. There's blood that matches Heidi's, and skull pieces were found on one of Zaire's paintings. Heidi also recorded a video saying she was scared Zaire might hurt her. Maya visits her friend Jimmy, who's a private investigator, to find out more about Zaire. Jimmy tries to find Heidi's family in Mexico, but they won't talk because they're scared of Zaire. Jimmy goes with Maya to talk to Zaire and finds out they had a passionate relationship. Then, Jimmy goes to Mexico but can't find anyone who knows Heidi. Maya's marriage with Cal shows obvious cracks with her lack of interest in him, physically, or satisfaction with their intimacy. Meanwhile, she sees Zaire personally, despite the reputation he has garnered in the media. She visits him again, and he gets her to paint with him while sensually guiding her hand across the canvas. Zaire later invites Maya to an underground intimacy club that he frequents, which makes her uncomfortable, but he notes that she is obviously attracted to him. Jimmy tells Maya he snapped a photo of Cal and Jenna entering a hotel room. Feeling betrayed, Maya gives in to her feelings for Zaire and goes to his place. They get playful with paint and end up having intense intimacy. The next day, Maya finds Cal and Charlize at her workplace, questioning her absence. Maya realizes her whole family was at the hotel because Azalea is getting chemotherapy, making her feel overwhelmed with guilt for her affair. Maya visits Renee at her gallery and discovers that Zaire used the same seductive tactics on her, including painting together and using similar lines. Renee admits she's keeping Zaire's artwork because she thinks it'll make her more money, even though he never harmed her. When Maya returns to Zaire's place, she finds a painting of herself, but underneath are paintings of other women, including Heidi, with a disturbing message. Zaire confesses he did it in anger over Heidi's accusations, but Maya realizes this could incriminate him. Maya comes home to find Cal, Ray, Azalea, and Charlize waiting to confront her about her whereabouts. When they accuse her of lying, Maya looks at Cal, who finally admits to his family that he's jobless and in rehab. Maya then confesses her affair with Zaire, causing Cal to explode in anger and Maya to be told to leave. Zaire ends up in jail, while Maya goes to a resort in the Dominican Republic. Shockingly, she discovers Heidi alive and working as a maid there. When Maya tries to talk to her, Heidi flees. Maya calls Ray, urging him to find Heidi to prove Zaire's innocence. Maya comes home to find Cal's family there again. Jimmy contacts her and tells her to check her emails, where she discovers shocking news. Azalea breaks Maya's phone, pretending it's an accident. Ray gives Maya a drugged wine glass, but she notices. After pressure, Ray and Azalea admit they framed Zaire because Charlize had an affair with him, and Azalea lied about having cancer. Maya tries to leave with Charlize's help, but Azalea fatally stabs Charlize. Maya takes Ray's pickup truck and tries to escape, but Azalea jumps onto the hood. Maya crashes into a tree, killing Azalea. She leaves the car and runs onto the road, where Cal coincidentally drives up. Maya realizes Cal was part of the plan too, and Ray told him to hit her. After he does, Maya sees a truck coming. She unbuckles Cal's seatbelt and steers into the truck's path, causing a crash that throws Cal through the windshield, killing him. Ray is arrested for his involvement in the crimes, while Zaire is cleared of all charges and released. He publicly thanks Maya for her help. Later, he texts her to express gratitude and suggest meeting up, but Maya tosses her phone and walks away, finally free from it all. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like it and subscribe for more movie recaps.